Welcome to this guided meditation. We're going to invite a sweet and playful transformation from self-judgment to self-love. Let's allow ourselves to ground into the present moment. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, and with each breath, we're just going to invite ourselves to come home and release all the noise about anything that is not here and now. Let's breathe. In the stillness of this moment, and in the most self-forgiving sort of way, let's just acknowledge the reality of self-judgment. As we move through life, as we do what we do, the mind has all its commentary about how we should be, how we shouldn't be. And it can assume so much that if only we were this way or that way, then we would be worthy of love. And in this confusion, the mind shouts out in some sort of flavor that says, I don't like you. I wish you were different. What I invite us to recognize and maybe see a little bit more deeply is that the emotional pain we experience isn't because of what is or isn't happening, isn't because of what we're doing and what we're not doing, but it's happening because of how we perceive ourselves. It's happening because of the stories we tell about ourselves. If you interpret something as meaning you're not enough, you will feel the pain of not being enough. If you interpret one of your outbursts as meaning that you are unwhole and incomplete, then you will feel unwhole and incomplete. In this, it's not the something out there that's causing the pain. It's not how we move in the world, but it's in how we see. And the pain we experience is from seeing self-judgment. And we can acknowledge with a sincere heart that the self-judgment isn't helping. Can we relax into that realization just to be honest with ourselves about it? There's a great act of self-love in just being honest with yourself. Even if you're scared that you won't be able to stop, we can at least be honest about the real issue. Let's take 3 deep breaths and acknowledge that sincerity. To acknowledge that the self-judgment isn't helping. Let's breathe. The next thing I'd like to invite us to recognize in examining the behaviors, the habits, the patterns that flow through us and seem to be not helpful, can we recognize that those things are only there because there was first self-judgment? It's also like saying that you cannot be unkind to another person without first being unkind to yourself. And so whatever lack of love might be flowing out of you, it's only possible because there's a lack of love within, which is also to say there's self-judgment. And we can playfully acknowledge the beautiful insanity of trying to fix behavior that was caused by self-judgment with more self-judgment. And we wonder why these things might get worse or not get better. And so we find ourselves opening up to a new way. A new way that can be a little bit more gentle, productive, and playful. A new way that honors what you are, rather than rejecting what you are. In a very simple way, if you would like your behaviors, habits, and patterns to be more loving in nature, then we must add more love to the equation. Are you open for that? Are you open to transform this relationship with yourself? maybe it's time for that. I'm going to invite you to see what that might look like in your own life. I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing or how you should be doing it. But I invite you to explore that. How might you approach this with more love? Something that might help are 3 playful steps. Number 1, be open to see the innocent misunderstanding whenever there is self-judgment. Step number 2, forgive the innocent misunderstanding. It's an innocent misunderstanding. I thought it meant something about me that it doesn't really mean. Step number 3, embrace the journey of transformation. It's a journey, my friend. And it's a journey that's already encoded into the fabric of life and being human. It's in our nature to grow, to expand, to discover new things. It's what we're here to do, and it already wants to happen. But so often we simply get in the way. And one of the biggest ways we get in the way is with self-judgment. So let's add some more love to the equation. Thank you for meditating with me today.